Now, I'm all about being green. I'm all for being green, but being green, in my opinion, is about saving green or making green. It's not about taking more green out of my pocket. We take more green out of our pocket. It costs us 43,000 jobs in this state. We can't afford to lose 43. As governor, we're going to move down the right track that allows us to have cost-effective and reliable power to fuel the state's economy. And along with power, we need to have a transportation system that works. That means fixing our roads and our bridges and not wasting $810 million on a train we don't want and can't afford. If I'm governor, we're going to derail that train and run the liberals right out of town on a rail. Now, when we first announced that plan, I was in Madison. You can imagine that. It was like dropping a nuclear bomb. The liberals went wild, the media went crazy, even the other Republican running for governor said it can't be done. Can't be done. You can't create 250,000 jobs in the private sector with a plan like that. Well, let me tell you, I got a little experience with naysayers. You might have heard about it. 8 years ago, the naysayers in my county said you could never elect a fiscal conservative. Said it won't happen. Well, let's see now, we've done it not once, not twice, but 3 times. The last time was 60% of the vote in a county that went 2/3 for Obama. How about that for the naysayers? 8 years ago, the naysayers said you can't balance the budget without raising property taxes from the previous year. Just can't be done. Well, let's see about that. We've done it 8 times as of last September. We produced budgets that didn't raise the property tax levy from the previous year. You know we did it? We did it the old-fashioned way. We cut our debt. We reduced the size of spending. We reduced the size of the government workforce. We improved our bond rating. Last year, when the state had the largest deficit ever, we actually had a surplus. How about that for the naysayers? The naysayers said, well, you can't do that without urban services. Yet anyone who's flown out of our airport knows today we have, because of our investments, the fastest growing airport in America, run by our county. It's added nearly 1,000 new private sector airline jobs. We cut the waiting list. There used to be 3,000 older adults waiting for long-term care in our community. Not one today because of the program we put in place. And on days like today, I love going outside because it reminds me that we have one of the largest park systems in the country. And last year we won the gold medal for the best park system in the entire United States. And I like to tell people from all over the state, you guys know being our neighbors right here, if we could take on the political machine just down 94 in Milwaukee County and win not just at the ballot box, but win in how we govern, there's no doubt on the other end of 94, we can take on the political machine in Madison and win for all of the taxpayers of this country. We've got the right message. We've got the right organization. Look at it here today. You guys are part of the team that's not only going to elect a new governor, you're going to help my friends in the legislature get the Senate back, we're going to get the Assembly back, we're going to re-elect our Republican members of Congress, we're going to add at least 1, if not 2, if not 3 more members, Republicans from this congressional delegation, and we're going to elect a new United States Senator from the great state of Wisconsin. To do that, I need your help. There's a great crowd here today. I see Don Taylor, one of the great champions of not only Waukesha County, but the great state of Wisconsin. Right here, you need to help him and Kathy and everybody else in this county party. If you're not a member today, sign up, because we're going to put you to work right here in Waukesha to help us statewide. If you want to take it a step further, they're going to make calls right after this, whether it's this site or Waukesha or anywhere else across the state. 2 weeks ago, on the 26th of June, we made a commitment to contact 26,000 voters via the phone that day. Well, we didn't hit that number. We contacted 42,000 people that day. decided to step the goal up a little bit. We're going to make a goal to contact 65,000 voters on the phone and 6,500 voters door to door that day. We need you to commit today to help it out, because not only is it going to help me out, it's going to help Ron Johnson out, it's going to help our Assembly and our Senate and our congressional candidates. You all know the time is right. When I look around this crowd, I see a lot of friendly faces, but I also see a lot of people I've never seen before. That's much like what I see all across the state of Wisconsin. I find crowds 2 or 3 or 4 times bigger than ever before. That's people who... What's that? That's right, they're mad as hell, they don't want to take anymore. I see people who for years have told me they've sat on the sidelines. And between what Jim Doyle and Tom Barrett have done, they can't afford for themselves, their businesses, their families, they can't afford to sit on the sidelines anymore. They're getting in the game. We need more of you to tell more people to get in the game. This is about our future of our state and our country. It is time to take it back. That's exactly what we're going to do. That's why we need your help. The last thing I just want to tell you, wrap it up, because it's hot and I know it's time for us to get out and get to work on the phones and everywhere else. But simply this, Toinette and Matt Alex are here. Alex is actually back in Waukesha, but Matt's with us along with my wife Toinette and the rest of our family here today. We have traveled the state for more than a year running this campaign for governor. I got to tell you, Toinette and I say it all the time. You fall in love with Wisconsin all over again. This is a phenomenal state. I believe in Wisconsin. I travel the state and I find that our people are our greatest asset. People who embody the Midwestern work ethic, people you build not only your company around, but your community and your state around. I found great employers that many times are 2 or 3 or 4 generations deep of family-owned businesses. And for those that aren't, they treat their employees like family, and they're vested here. But what I find more often than not are employers who are begging me to get the government out of the way so they can hire more people to work in the state. We are a state blessed with abundant natural resources. No other state in the Union is surrounded by 2 Great Lakes and the greatest river in the U.S. We're filled with 15, we know out here in Lake Country, 15,000 inland lakes. That's 5,000 more than Minnesota. Eat your heart out, Brett Farmer. For my money, growing up in a small town of 8,000 and now living in the largest county in the state, big or small or anywhere in between, there is no place in the world better to grow up in, to live in, to work in, to play in, to raise a family in, to build a business in, to someday hopefully retire in. There is no place in the world better than our Wisconsin. What I have found traveling the state is what is failing us is not our people or our places. What is failing us is our government. And the good news I proclaim to you here this morning is come November 2nd of this year, November 2nd of 2010, we the people of Wisconsin can stand up and reclaim our rightful place in history. We the people of Wisconsin can once and for all put the government back on the side of the people again. We, the people of Wisconsin, can make this a Wisconsin. We can believe it again. We're going to get it done. God bless you.